welcome. It's Rose Smith here from AbsoluteSoulSecrets.com. Thanks for joining me for this week's Pick a Card Weekly Tarot. Thank you so much. Really appreciate you being here. It's quite easy. Just pick a number now between 1 and 5 and I'll do a Psychic Tarot interpretation for you. Okay, I've got my number in mind. You can have more than one if you want to. That's fine. Let's go to the board now and see what these cards have to say. Alrighty, so closing my eyes, what do I see for card number 1? I like to have a little vision first. Okay, there's a road here. It's kind of interesting actually. It's not a a dead level path. It's a bit uphill and down dale, but I actually find it more interesting like that. And there's also a time for resting this week. Take some time out. Don't push yourself all the time. It's veering around to the right that says, be a bit logical and practical if you can, okay? Don't float off into the ether. There's something about Easter eggs. I really got no idea what that is because we're in September, so it's not the time for Easter, but maybe it means new beginnings. All right, let's see what card comes up for card number 1, the Hangman. Okay, so this is all about waiting and being patient. You may not feel like waiting, but there's only so much you can do. Things have their own energy, and there's other little bits of the jigsaw puzzle that have to fall into place. So, it's maybe the time to go on with something else if you feel like you're being held up in some way. But there's some growth here. See these green leaves just here in the top of the card? I don't know if you can see that. Depends on your monitor there. Those green leaves. This is more or less saying that even though you're waiting, you're still growing spiritually. These ideas in your mind, maybe put them on hold, and action put on hold. So a great time for planning. Not a great time for actually instigating or actually physically carrying out things, okay? And we have Mercury going retrograde. That's on the 10th, but we're actually in the shadow period now. So maybe try and put things off until after about maybe the 5th of October or the 10th of October, some date like that, because Mercury is retrograde to the 3rd, okay? But yeah, ball's in your court. If you don't want to put them off, okay, move ahead, but you might have to make changes as you go, okay? It is a great time for completing things that you've already started. Card number 2 has just come out by itself. It's the Hermit card. This card went through so much a while ago. It was coming up all the time, and I haven't had it for at least a few weeks now. But this is basically saying spend time on your own. It's not time to go out into the world just at the moment, okay? But it's coming. It is coming. This is also about learning. You can learn from whatever flashes or whatever's going on within. Maybe keep a diary, okay, is always a good idea. You are the light of the world, and at some point you may be called upon. You might feel the vocation or the calling for you to share your knowledge and wisdom, because everybody has their own flavour of wisdom, and people will vibrate to the people that suit them, okay? There's a bit of a challenge with it. That's okay though. If you've ever climbed a mountain, you'll know it's really hard work. But when you get to the top, it's like it's meaningful, and you look out over everything and you realise how far you've come. And you have come a long way if you've picked card number 2. All right, so card number 3, and I'm closing my eyes now. Didn't even get to do the vision for 2, sorry. But sometimes, the cards have sort of got their own energy and they do what they want. All right, so number 2, what's this? I'm in some other country. Feels like Middle East or something like that. I'm looking at these big jars. In the old days, in ancient Rome, they used to call them amphora, which was jar, but these are the big wine jars that you store wine in. That's what I'm looking at. I don't know what it means. I'm guessing it means something about storage. Wine might be like something to do with a celebration. It might be a party, and maybe you're thinking of that, or you're planning Christmas, or you're planning a birthday party or something like that this week. But it's a good time to put what you need away in your pantry. And I will just say, make sure your pantry is well stocked, especially with these logistic problems. We're having a lot of logistical problems at the moment with food and different things, different items. So anything that's really important to you, like cat litter, it's a good idea to buy in bulk when they come on sale and store it. Because I had to tell Prince Harry, one of my Bengal cats, that we couldn't get the crystal litter that he grew up on, and he had to go to clay. He didn't know what it was. Yeah, so maybe have a number of different choices if you've got pets. Yeah. All right, card number 3. What's this path in front of me? Straight down the middle, a straight path. But I also I actually thought it was a path lined with gold coins and on top. And so this says gold coins is a lot of valuable change, precious change. And it's right in front of you, okay? So you don't have to do anything fancy or even put much of an effort in. It just means move forward on the path you're already on. Maybe it's not the time for changing path just at the moment. The card that comes up is the 7 of Cups. This is all about boundaries, so people aren't playing around with your emotions as they will sometimes. And it's important that as far as your emotions go, that you say no. These are all the areas in life, the different areas in life where you can be more assertive and really value your own emotions. So yeah, don't let people be walking all over you. It's also a sign that, as well as being assertive and saying no, it's a sign of attainment or you working towards success. So you're putting boundaries around your own endeavours so that you can be successful in something in the long run. It's like you're searching for something, looking for something, and you put these boundaries around yourself so that you can be more focused, more single-eyed on that project, whatever that may be. Okay, it's actually probably pretty good for study if you're studying anything. All right, so number 4, card number 4, close my eyes, steps off to the right. Everything seems to be sort of leaning to the right today. And so this is the logical, the analytical, the male side, okay, and we all need that, even if you're a woman. We've all got a little bit of testosterone, which gives us a bit of energy and a bit of oomph to go after what we want. It's very important, and we need that masculine sort of drive. But of course, you've got to run that through your heart, and also keep in, balance with your femininity at the same time. So it is a bit of a balancing act. All right, so now we're doing card number 4. What do I see? A hat, a woman with a hat. The sun is bright. Okay, so there could be some insight or awareness coming through this week, but it's very bright, or it's almost, you have to cover your eyes because it's too bright. You might find out something that is sort of a bit, confrontational is the wrong word, but it's so strong. You hear something, you find out something, you get some information, and it's a bit confronting in a way, okay, that you need to process it, perhaps. Okay, let's go with that one there. The card that comes up is the 7 of Wands. Okay, this is inspirational, and this is driven by the need to defend yourself in some way. You could be confronted in some way, but you're more than ready for this event. You can stand up. See the red bra? That's action, okay? And all of these baseball bats also mean action. So you can stand up and assert your right, and you're ready. Because maybe you're going to say something or do something that some people won't like, but you're ready for it. So I wouldn't worry about this. It's like you have some principles and you have the courage to uphold those principles, and you will do it. Okay, defend yourself. You can. All right, card number 5. 5 is alive, and that was actually my card for this week. So yeah, I always, I usually just say whatever comes into my mind, whatever I think. I don't have an agenda. I'm just saying whatever I get, basically. But sometimes people don't like it. That's okay. They don't have to. This is a free country in Australia so far. Okay. All right, now card number 5. 5 is alive, closing my eyes. What's this snail looking down at me? They have the little antennae thing. I don't know what they're called. Or are they proboscis, which is normally the nose? So there's 2 of them hanging down. And snail, it's like go slow, okay? You don't have to rush. You can go at your own rate if you pick card number 5. And the card, please let me know if I'm right on my snail anatomy. Is it called proboscis, those little antennae things that come out of the snail's head? All right, let's go with that one. It's the sun. This is beautiful. Gives a lot of comfort, insight, awareness, the source of all life. This is vitality. And happiness, basically. So fabulous. Well done you if you've picked card number 5 this week. I've got my eyes closed now. What is that? Okay, it's like a drop or something going into the water, dropping into the water, but the ripple effects go out. You may find this week, if you pick card number 5, that something that you say ripples out and can affect a lot of people. Okay, so that's good news too. All right, so we have 3 major arcana this week, which is quite unusual. So the Hangman, the Hermit, and the Sun. And so this could be a moderately significant week for a lot of people. Wands, standing up for yourself, and in a different way, standing up for your emotions and putting boundaries around yourself here with the 7 of Cups. They're both 7s, okay? 7s sometimes can imply a little bit of sacrifice, but do make sure you don't overdo it, okay, because you don't want to sell yourself short. Okay, so that's this week's Pick a Card, everybody. I hope it's useful for you. Leave a like. Leave a comment or share on your socials. That would be fabulous and fantastic. Most importantly, have a fabulous week. I'll be starting the horoscopes probably later on this week or maybe, by the weekend. Okay, see you again, and bye for now. Thanks so much for watching. Please visit my website absolutesoulsecrets.com for all things spiritual. Have a lovely day.